I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. I release control.
Good evening, beautiful family. Good evening.
Surrender to the flow.
Welcome to another live stream. It's a new week.
That will heal me.
The 28th of February 2021.
I release control.
This is beautiful Alexa Sunshine Rose. I release control. Perfect song for this time.
That will heal me.
I'm just waiting for a few more people to join me and we will
I
start.
release
Show me your names on the screen.
control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me.
I release control and surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. Hello family! How you doing? Hello family!
Control
How you doing?
and surrender to
Let me take Alexa down a bit.
of love that will heal me.
Beautiful song. Perfect for this time. Hello family. Hello, hello, hello. I've done a bit of a new setup, so I'll see how we're going with this setup, but hello to Ruth. I'm happy you're enjoying the song. Hello Michelle. Hello Carrie. Hello Angelique. Hello Elizabeth. Salamu alaik. Hello Ashley brother. Hello Shalom Dover Sano from Israel. And Tanya and Ashley is in Canberra. Ooh, that's a big change. Well, I know one good thing to be in Canberra is like some things are legal in Canberra. I wonder why. Hello, Danielle. Hello, hola, David, fratello. Bene, bene. Hello, Simone. Hello, Nina and Max from Byron Bay. Woohoo! The Byron Shire vibe. Hello, Roll King, my beautiful brother. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Pita from Bali. Woohoo! Still in Bali, Pita. Awesome. And Danielle and Sophie and Natalia from Byron as well. Woohoo! Love you, sister. And yes, wink, wink, legalize it, Ashley. Don't you think it's funny that cannabis is only legal in Canberra? Isn't that fascinating? I always found it fascinating that cannabis is legal in Canberra, only in Canberra. I wonder why. Maybe because then some people don't need to get into unnecessary troubles. Interesting. Hello, D. Lennon. Guy Hassan, my beautiful brother. Yes, fresh. Last week was heavy, hey? Last week you've seen me in a very dark, heavy space of grief. And, you know, one thing I always advise people that come to see me. Where's this? Oh, stuck in my necklace. Give me a second. One thing I always recommend people that come and see me is that when grief knock on your door, as uncomfortable as it is, as not fun as it is, you want to open the door for the grief and let it in. Bring in the grief, sit in the grief, feel the grief, embody the grief. Give it the respect, give it its place, because the grief, it's a beautiful emotion of that sadness for something that is lost. And in a way, I see it as the way we can give our respect and honor to the experience that now is lost, to the journey that is now is lost. So yeah, last week I was in deep grief for my beautiful grandmother, God bless her soul. And, you know, I didn't really say it, but beside the fact that, you know, the grief of losing her, we as a family, we were very relieved and happy for her, because she suffered a lot. She suffered a lot in the last few years. She was in a situation that I do not wish to anyone to die like that, really. It was really uncomfortable, really not pleasant. So thank God she's resting in peace now. But yeah, thank you, Danielle. Of course, crying the grief. Oh, I cried so much. I don't know if you know this. You for sure know this. Last week I didn't even have a voice. I was like, yeah, and only on Saturday on the full moon sound healing meditation, I sang for the first time. I was like, oh, I can sing again. My voice is back again. Wow, it was tremendous. So yeah, never to suppress emotions. True, Natalia. Because, you know, the thing with grief, it's a very heavy energy. It's like the sluggish black oil before it's been purified into petroleum. And if you don't really honor it, grief hits our heart chakra and it hits our base chakra. And if we honor it, we cry it out, we give it that time to be, to exist, to be embodied, we are then kind of doing that purification of that sluggish, dark, heavy black energy. But when we avoid grief, when we don't want to face it or don't want to embody it, then that grief, over time, it sits on the base chakra. And it's this very, it's like you walk through your life on the earthy plane, but it's like you're carrying behind you, you know, there is a rope tied to your waist, and that rope is tied to a rock, and you walk and the rock is with you wherever you go. So you become heavy, you become tired, you're losing your mojo, your passion, you become kind of dull, and you don't know why. You think you're doing everything right, you don't know why. But then you go to do some healing work and it's like, hey, I had a lovely lady this week in meditation. She came and we had this nice chat at the beginning, and I told her something. She's like, no, I let go of my this and I let go of my that, and it was all materialistic. It was kind of, no, I let go of that partner, I let go of that job, I let go, I'm pretty good. And I was like, yes. But then as soon as I looked at her, I could see the grief. So I told her, but have you let go of the grief? She came for the full moon on Saturday. And immediately there was emotional reaction, because that's what it is, you know. It's like if you're doing everything right, but you don't know what's going wrong. It's like you are holding on to something in your base chakra. That's basically, the bottom line of this. So thank you, Danielle, for your beautiful blessing. And Bryony, hello, Bryony and Chriselle. And yes, rejuvenated. Yeah, look. Ignorance is a bliss, as we say, you know. But once you step into the path of self-awareness and spiritual development and spiritual growth, there is no way back. There's just no way back. You take the red pill or the blue pill. You know, you take the blue pill, you wake up in your bed, nothing ever happened, you watch the footy, you have your beer, you go through your life, it's all good, mate, no worries, no drama. But once you take the red pill of awakening, of becoming conscious of the unconscious, of working on yourself in order to develop your soul, to develop your spirit, to become a better version of yourself. That awareness by itself doesn't really allow you to be numb or to go back or to forget or to deny. And, you know, I'm walking this path for so many years, half of my life spent already. I was always, since I was a child, I was always a kindred spirit that helps people and counsel people and heal. But I mainly stepped into the main process, let's say, since I was, after my service, 21. And so we're looking at nearly, 18 years, 19 years of constant work on myself, of healing, of spirituality, of awareness. And with all my work with the sound healing, with guiding people, healing people, helping, all that, I learned along the way how to dive into something. And my medicine is that, my animal is the panther, the black panther. And out of my life circumstances, it happened to be that my medicine is like, I go into the dark. I go into the darkest places, the heaviest places, the unconscious, the dormant, and I fish out the darkness from there in order to liberate people and transform them back into their light. And so same with me. I practice what I preach. And I don't preach, I share. But I practice what I share. And it's about as uncomfortable as it is, go into your pain, go into your grief, go into your unconscious, go into your fears, go into your jealousy, go into your enviness, go into your negativity, go into it, go there. Because that's where the treasure is. Because once you go in there and you really understand why it's even there, you are liberating yourself from this old paradigm of your own soul into the better version of yourself. And so this was a week. Shalom Ima, it's good to have you here. My mom is in the house. My mom wanted to offer her direct gratitude to each and every one of you that offered your blessings to her. I have forwarded your blessings to my mother, and she was very, very grateful. So that's a message from my mother. And if I'm already saying this thank you and stuff, so we have to start, of course, by saying thank you to my beautiful family, to this beautiful community. I couldn't ask for anything better than you in my life over the last year. And there is a reason why I'm talking about this year. There's so much yummy good stuff to share with you today. It has been a long journey of a year. And in this year, we have really kind of established this community, our Patreon community, Healing the Light family. And, you know, we started to come together from all walks of life, from different places around the planet. And we came together in unison of, let's hold the vibration of love. Let's be here to support each other. Let's empower each other. Let's uplift each other. Let's hold each other in the sanity of who we are as light beings, as love beings on this planet, as wisdom keepers, as purity and truth followers and seekers. And we did very well. And, you know, all this year have been a very strong foundation for the community, for the family, holding space, giving guidance in the darkest times, giving some clarity, big perspective, big understanding. But of course, that even the space holder is sometimes being challenged by the universe, because even the space holder is a soul on its own evolution that needs to go through its own transformation. And that's what happened to me in a very big way over the last few weeks. And it was really beautiful to see how suddenly I was in the receiving side. I received messages from all of you, if it was on Patreon or on Telegram, if it was on SMSs or emails and phone calls, and you know, it was so humbling and so heart melting and so heart opening and almost uncomfortable, because I'm used to be a giver. I'm the one who gives. I'm the one that holds space. I'm the one that share. So I found myself, it's like, oh my God, everyone care about me, and here I am asking for blessings for me. Very humbling and very beautiful, and correcting the karma, because it allowed the community to give back to me. On top of the membership, right? This is the give back of energy, of love, of support. And I want to tell you that you've held me. You've held me in it, and you've supported me in it, and you loved me in it, and you understood me in it, and you respected me in it, and tears in my eyes again, because it's really touching. I'm so grateful to you. Thank you to each one and every one of you in our immediate family, in our community, an extended family, which is out of Patreon, which still came to, to support. So thank you. Hola, hermano Stefan and Chloe, Adi and Chloe, awesome. And Daniel, Black Panther, awesome. Dovesano Mutual, awesome. And Natalia, thank you, my beautiful sister. Claire, hello Claire, good to see you too. And Costa, my brother from Japan. Okay, so we've got Costa in Japan, we've got Pita in Bali, we've got Dor and Guy and Ima in Israel, we've got the rest of the family here in Melbourne, and we've got Byron Bay, and we've got Geelong, and Claire, you are in down Torquay area, I think. And so yeah, it's I love doing this thing. So always feel free to share where you come from, where you are at. I changed my setup a bit. I'm trying something new, so the camera is right in front of me, and I've got my screens are in better positions, the microphone better positions. So yeah, a bit of a change in the structure, right? Hello Lynn, beautiful Lynn and Deborah. Malam Bimbi, woohoo! Malam. Oh, the emoji is definitely right for Malam Bimbi. And Claire, Geelong. Okay, cool. So, thank you to the Patreon community. If you want to join us and support this work, what we do, and to be a part of our amazing, amazing family, please feel free to join us. It's on www.patreon.com/healingdelight. You can join on an $8 membership for a month, and for that you just get the updates, the chat rooms. We have 4 or 5 chat rooms now for different subjects, and then if you do the higher tiers, then you get the recording of the new moon meditation and the full moon sound healing meditation, which I record on every month in those specific times, and I share it with the community. So yesterday, all of our community received the full moon sound healing meditation, because it is the final full moon of this astrological year, which has started on the 21st of March 2020. And we all remember what happened back then, right? Because it was right on that time we did a new moon in Aries sound healing meditation on the 21st or 2nd, I think it was. And on that midnight or the day after, the first lockdown of the poo came in. And so here we are. We just went through this full moon yesterday, but we are still in it. We are coming off it. So I'm sure you are all feeling all kind of things, because it's Pisces, it's feeling. And so, oh, good, you like it. Excellent, fantastic. So this is now, we are now entering the final 2 weeks of the entire zodiac wheel. So, can you see my mouse? Yeah, you can see my mouse, you see? So we are starting the year in Aries here at your 10 o'clock, okay? So when the sun will move into Aries, which is coming up in 2 weeks, right? Here's the sun now. Sun is now on 14 degrees Pisces. She is doing the final journey through the final house of the zodiac. So this is the ending of all this journey, which started last year with the poo. And when the sun comes into 0 degree Aries, for us in the southern hemisphere, this is the autumn equinox. For all of you guys in the northern hemisphere, it's the spring equinox. And it's the new astrological year. And so, just like when comes December, and the 2 weeks prior to New Year's Eve, suddenly you go into this process of contemplation, reflection, concluding the year. What have you achieved? What have you not achieved? What do you need to let go, to change, to move? So does this time astrologically. And Natalia feeling awesome, fantastic. Yeah, there will be a lot of people that will feel great at this time, especially this coming week. There's some really yummy, good energies of lots of goodies, okay? Oh, Adelaide, D, you are on the ball, D. I love you for that. This is the second week you correct me. Excellent. I like corrections because it makes me better. People who don't like corrections are a bit stuck in their ego, but people who can embrace corrections are just humble enough to know, thank you just helped me to improve it. So this is Melbourne. This is now. This is the chart of right. No, it's not right now. This is right now. So where are we again? Aries here at your 12 o'clock now, okay? And here is the sun. So the sun now is on 9 degrees Pisces, okay? There's quite a lot of things to say about that, what's coming for the sun. But remember we said on the new moon that we had 2 weeks ago, we had all this Aquarius, right? We had Aquarius, all of them were in Aquarius. Now there's a bit of a shift. Saturn is on the 8th degree of Aquarius. Mercury is on the 13th degree of Aquarius. Jupiter, 16th degree of Aquarius. And then you've got Venus, Sun and Neptune now in Pisces. So this has been the shift of this week, yeah? The Pisces party. Just want to get the microphone a bit closer so I can have a bit of a better sound. Yeah, I feel that this is better. I'm just gonna do 1, 2, 3 things. Sorry about that. A bit more, why not a bit more? There we go. Yeah, there we go. So, it's a hot day today, beautiful day. We had a nice beach walk and a park walk, which is the medicine I offered to everyone because of the moon in Virgo. Moon in Virgo, it's an earth. It's kind of like, let's get grounded. Let's embody the emotions and the feeling in a grounded way, in a practical way. Let's do something about it. Let's take care of our body. Virgo is body awareness. Let's detox, let's clear, let's eat well, let's drink a lot of water, let's go out to nature, let's put our bare feet on the earth, let's hug a tree, let's pet a dog, let's kind of eat a banana. So this moon in Virgo, and we're coming off the full moon. And so I wanted to start with that, with the fact that we are now in the final 2 weeks of the astrological year, okay? And it's Pisces. Pisces is the place, if we initiate the astrological year in Aries, and Aries is a self-centered sign. It's me, mine, what I want, my way, my intention, my direction, bam. Pisces, door. Oh, shalom Abba, Shavua Tov. Melissa from Delsford. Delsford is in the house too now. Okay, so Dovesano, is it affecting you if you're a Virgo? Yes, of course. The current astrological chart will play with all of us in different ways. There will be a way that it will play with all of us in a collective way, as a collective consciousness, kind of the tone. But then if you want to go deeper to understand how it's personally affecting you, then what you usually do, you compare the chart of today to your birth chart. And then based on your birth chart, you can see how this chart of right now in front of you, okay, your planets will be in specific position when you were born, and they will play with them in certain ways. So when you have a full moon in your star sign, yes, it will be felt by you more, because it embodies more your quality, your kind of frequency. Hello, Kimberly. Welcome, beautiful girl. Okay, back to the loop. So in Aries, it's self-initiating. Me, my way, my year, this is where I'm going. Pisces is the end of that. So if we all started something in March of 2020, we all have initiated something, okay? And we all went like, you know what? This is what I want to achieve this year. This is where I'm going, da-da-da-da-da. There's a lot to talk about that, because this year has challenged all of us in that way, because none of us could get what we wanted. This was a year that challenged that, because we all went into lockdown, we all went into restrictions, we all went into trauma narratives, we all went into all kind of weird things, and here we are kind of dealing with it. So now we come to the end, and so Pisces is where that ego self surrenders to creation, surrenders to the divine. It kind of said, you woke up in the morning, you didn't feel so good, but you went to work because you needed to make money, because you wanted to buy new jeans, and you went to work, and you got on the train and you got to work. Here you are at work, you're wearing the uniform, you're doing what you need to do, and then you come back from work and you take a shower, and then you lay down in bed and you rest and you surrender and you go to sleep. This is kind of this energy. Pisces is very dream time. Pisces is relaxation, meditation, healing with spirit, merging as one with creation, with creator, with embodying divine love. It's kind of like coming back to that essence of beyond my ego and beyond my personality and beyond my journey. I am a soul of creation. And if people love me or don't love me, if that person like me or don't like me, it's like, let's say at the beginning of this cycle, you said, this year I want to find true love. Well, it was hard for you to find true love because lockdown, no dating, no nightclub, no nothing. And here you are, you're saying, all this year has passed and you're still single. But throughout all this year, you've learned a lot about yourself. You've faced a lot in yourself. You have learned how to live by yourself, with yourself, to confront things, if you liked it or not. It affected you in different ways. It shaped you. Because of all the dynamics of this year, some friends have left you. Some friends you have left. Some relationships have left you. Some relationships you have left. Some jobs, some passion, purpose, direction, desire. All these things kind of like, there was kind of like, nothing of what I wanted really happened. So I had to learn to surrender to whatever is, because otherwise I could feel upset, suppressed, frustrated, all these things. Now it comes to Pisces, and it's like, you know what? I've done my best. I've done everything I could to be as responsible, as active, as dynamic, as moving forward, making the right decision, making the changes, reflecting, processing, thinking, improving, working on. All this year, the guidance for the community was the North Node in Gemini. Focus on your personal environment. Focus on your personal environment, your personal life, your personal surrounding, your personal thoughts. This was the main guidance that is still valid, and it's going to become very important this week. The Moon Node is going to play an important role this week. So, now Pisces, you've done your best. And now you surrender. You surrender that which you wanted to achieve to creation. You surrender your effort to creation. When you lay down in meditation, you surrender your ego mind. You surrender your ego mind. You say, shh, take a break, relax. I am now meditating. This is Pisces. I am now meditating. I am now merging with spirit. I am now connecting with my higher self. I am now dreaming, dreamtime medicine. I am now surrendering my ego, my protection shields, all the layers that I've put on myself. I've surrendered all that because I want to heal. That's Pisces. Lay down, relax, meditate, listen to some music that can touch your heart, can touch your soul. Take it easy. Spend some time with spirit. Meditate. Go and get some healing. Walk with the crystals. Invite spirit into your life. Get some oracle cards. Open a card for yourself. Get a channeling. Get a psychic reading. Pisces, kind of, spirit is talking to us, but if we want to perceive spirit, we need to get off our lower physical 3D perception, activity, mental, and we need to create a space for spirit to grow. So the self need to move so that I as a spirit can be as one with the universe and get the download that I need to get from spirit. Pisces is imagination, it's dream time, it's medicine. So, this is in general the next 2 weeks. That's what it's about. It's about like, hey, this year was a nightmare in many ways. In some ways it was a dream, right? We spoke about that. The dreams like being a father again, being at home, not running around, 4 tanks of petrol in a year, less pollution, less noise, all these things. But there was also the nightmare. Can't do what you want to do, restrictions, lockdowns, you can't walk out, you have to put a face mask, all these things, right? So there was a lot of a nightmare, and the world, how it looks like, and there was a lot of good things. And now it's kind of like Neptune wants to wake us up from our illusions and deceptions. And so it's a very kind of crown chakra energy of Pisces, of where we connect with the higher self, with the higher aspect of self, with spirit, with the universe, in order to download the new vision, the new dream that is based on pure love. That's Pisces. It's not ego, it's not Aries, it's the opposite. It's Pisces, it's the end. It's kind of like, I'm going to put that ego aside. You, as a pure spirit, as a pure heart, what brings you closer to your true soul destiny? What brings you closer to live the life that is based on your highest dreams, on your purest dreams, that can help you live in a joyful life, a harmonious life that is filled with love and happiness and joy and abundance and all these good things that you want to feel? This is what these 2 weeks are about now. About dreaming this new dream, having this new vision. And it comes, it's a very confusing times for many people, because we're all trying to understand what's going on and where we're going with it. And sometimes we can't solve the problem from the same level it was created. Einstein told us that. He said, the solution has to come from a higher level than the level of the problem in which it was created. Hello Miriam. Hello Tiani. Thank you Tiani, feeling better, thank you. Namaste Mansi. And Tara. Oh, Tara is tired. Yeah, that's another effect of Pisces. You can feel a bit kind of dreamy, a bit kind of like spaced out, a bit kind of like I don't feel like doing too much, That can also be Pisces. Let's have a sip of water. Now, Ruth. Yeah, it was a Pisces, huh? Makes sense. Einstein. So, the moon on this full moon. Let's go to the full moon chart, okay? Let's go one day backwards. And it was yesterday at 7:14, I think. 7. Yeah, here's the sun on 8:57. We go a few minutes back. There we go. Yesterday at 7 p.m. and 16 minutes, the moon was in 8-degree Virgo, as you can see here. 8-degree Virgo, the moon, the sun, 8-degree Pisces. So we spoke about the Pisces, and one more note about the Pisces. Neptune, which is here on the 20th degree of Pisces, is the ruler of Pisces. So the fact that Neptune is in his home in Pisces makes the energy of Pisces even more powerful, more potent, more there, okay? Hello, Catherine. Good to see your name as well. I can't see you, but I can see your name. I need to change this chair. I just realized it's making all these sounds. So, Virgo. What I did now is a classic Virgo. Oh, I need to perfect that. This is not perfect. It needs to change a bit. There's this little detail that need to be adjusted. This noise, right? That's Virgo. So Neptune being the ruler of Pisces in Pisces, empowering the essence of Pisces even more. And next week, the sun will meet Neptune on this degree. Okay, so this is coming up for us. Oh, it's funny because the mouse on your screen is different location than on my screen. So the sun will come and meet Neptune here on the 20th degree. That's next week, okay? But we are building up to it. So all this energy of Pisces, very powerful over the next 2 weeks, very potent, big emphasis on spirit connecting with us. We are connecting with spirit, downloading dreams, intuition, psychic activity, psychic development, spiritual development, messages from spirit, intuition, just that psychic knowing, you get this psychic knowing, and that is healing. It will heal you, but it could be uncomfortable because it also means that illusions and deceptions will be shattered in your face, and it's not always fun when we have illusions shatters in our face. But I've heard the Sadhguru, he talked about that, and he said, if someone do something bad to you and really hurt you, in a way, look at it as they have created an opportunity for you to live on a higher vibration of truth and clarity in physical reality, because they have smashed an illusional reality. So if someone break up with you, or if someone if someone cheat on you, if someone betrays you, if someone lies to you, it's not fun. It's not nice. It can be very hurtful. But the way with Neptune is kind of like, it's a great medicine of compassion and forgiveness and understanding that at the end of the day, if a human being hurt you, it's still guided by the divine creation, by the divine love. So that human that have hurt you is an agent of change for you that has come to shatter your illusion, delusion, deception of perception, in order for you to wake up to a higher level of the dream reality, right? So it's kind of like you wake up in the morning, that beautiful dream is over, now you're back in reality. You go back to sleep, you have a new dream, okay? But it's like when you wake up, you don't go, it's like, I can't believe it. I woke up and now I'm not dreaming that dream. It was so beautiful. How can I live through my day now? Well, it's easy. Just live through your day. It was a beautiful dream. Now it's time to dream a new dream. So this is this dynamic, okay? The fact that Venus shifted into Pisces as well, this is also wow. Because Neptune Pisces is the higher octave of love, divine love, unconditional love. That's why it holds compassion in it. Because in order for you to have compassion, you have to rise above the ego love, above the self, lower self-love, into divine aspect of love, into compassion that can see beyond the illusions, beyond the duality of separation of good, bad, negative, positive, dark, light. That's where the divine love comes in, is that, hello, beautiful Carol James, I got your message and I saw it today and I will reply to you. I don't know why it happened. Maybe they were under pressure, so just try again. But I will call Jeff and I will speak to him about you. Just a bit of a message for Carol. And so this is the Pisces. And if Neptune and Pisces is the higher octave of love, Venus is the lower octave of love. Okay? So, in the best way to show you this, oh, no, to the other side. Ta-da! Oh, you can't see it because of the microphone. But if I there you go. Okay, why do I want to show you? Because you know, when you have a keyboard, okay, you have an octave, do re mi fa sol la ti do, right? So if Neptune is this higher do, okay, Venus is the lower do, and when you play both do's together, they play nice, they play good, they're harmonious, they're supportive. But if you play like the higher do and the lower re, it's kind of like, I don't know about that. That doesn't sound that great. So the fact that we have Venus and Neptune, fix it up. The fact that we have Venus and Neptune, a bit of Virgo adjustment, you see? This is what it's about. It's about the details, the little details. The fact that we have now Venus entered Pisces, the earthly physical goddess of love, relationship, abundance, money, pleasures, sex, quality, fashion, beauty, good health. Good is quality, right? She enters the house of divine love, of spirit, of oneness, of connection, of divinity, of compassion. This is awesome. This is beautiful. Venus loves being in Pisces. It's like, you know, I'm not to say I'm supporting it, but it's like you're going to the party of your best friend, all the best people are in this party. As soon as you walk in, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. What an awesome vibe. All the people I love, the music I love. This is going to be a great night. And then you take a piece of you take a drink, and then someone tells you, oh, by the way, there is MDMA in that drink. And you go like, what? Woohoo! Everyone's like, yay! That's classic Neptune Pisces, drugs. Substance, okay? That's why I choose these metaphors. So it's like, you go to the best party with the best people, and oops, you got some MDMA, full heart opening, you're like feeling the love, embodying the love, it's all happening. This is Venus in Pisces with Neptune. Now, when Venus will come together with Neptune, that will be like, wow, a blast of love energy. So there is a lot of support for us in these coming weeks. Almost like Spirit is coming at the end of this year. I'm happy you enjoyed, Devorah. It's almost like Spirit is coming at the end of this year and saying, hey, beautiful beings of love, you have done so much this year. You have faced so much this year. You have stood strong in an ocean of chaos and darkness and fears and all these things that were trying to, leech onto us and injected into us, and they try to sabotage our vibration of love and light, right? Through all this thing that is going on, the poo, which basically astrologically, because Neptune is in Pisces, because Neptune was squaring the moon nodes this year, because of all these things, this tells us that humanity is going through one of the greatest deceptions ever created for mankind on such a global scale. It's not me saying, I'm not here to challenge your opinion or your belief system. I'm not here to create any rebellious content. I'm just saying astrologically, because Neptune is where he is, And because it was squaring the moon nodes this year, and because of the other aspect of Pluto in Capricorn and all the things that happened with Saturn and Jupiter in Capricorn and then in Aquarius, we are living through one of the greatest deception ever created. It's like the Wizard of Oz. You know, suddenly the curtains are opening up and you see that the Wizard of Oz is just an ideal human being that pulled a good trick with lots of good effects. So this is just a bit of a tip there for you to know. And so this is a really beautiful energy of Venus, Sun and Neptune in Pisces. On the shadow side of it, things that we need to be careful of is that Neptune and Pisces also represent on the shadow aspect escaping reality, avoiding reality, because reality can be overwhelming or too much or too confronting or too scary or too, it's almost like you don't want to let go of the illusion because you're scared what will be after the illusion will be smashed by facing it. You don't want to go and do healing work because if you go and do healing work, you're going to have to face the wounding, the pain, the fear that you until now you denied and you lied to yourself that it's there. Neptune, deception, Pisces, deception, lies, escapism, if it's true. Alcohol, drugs, altered state of mind. You know, you can escape by being super spiritual, right? Super spiritual, like to the point that you have no connection to the earth, you don't care, nothing like that. That's also avoiding and escaping, okay? It can happen through sex, avoiding the pain that you're not loved the way you want to be loved by going and exploiting fantasies and exploiting your sexuality by lying and cheating and deceiving and manipulating other people. That's kind of this energy too. And it's also, the escapism can be also shopping. It can be sugar. It can be reality TV, you know? We don't need the TV anymore. We all got our mobile phone, and our mobile phone have access to every possible thing on the planet. So we can escape reality in every given moment, even when we walk down the street. Even when we walk at the park, even when we sit at the beach, even when we sit for dinner as family, we can still escape dinner because we're reading something important, or we're watching something important, or we're listening to something important. Or so we think, or so we lie to ourselves, or so we lie to other people that we don't really want to tell them the truth, that we don't want to confront them because then we're going to have to face the illusion that we are not happy. Ta-da! So this is the shadow side, okay? So by having the Venus, the lower earthy love, Neptune, the higher octave of love, and the Sun, the soul essence, the I am, this means that it's all about the journey of the self, the journey of the soul, the I am, that I am, that I am. That essence that is beyond the ego, it's the soul that is now searching for the dream. It's searching for the new long-term vision. It's searching for the new download from spirit as for the new direction, the new dream, the new love, the new way of connecting, the new way of merging, the new way of feeling loved. And this could be very healing, a new way of healing, you know. And so there's a lot of emphasis on love, on relationships, on substances, on illusions, on reality, shattered reality, check. Things becoming real in a way you didn't want them to be real. Fantasies, meditation, relaxation, healing. So that will be the path that is recommended. To go healing, to go meditating, to go connect with spirit, to go walk on your vision, dream time, vision board, law of attraction, the secret, all those kind of concept of like, let's manifest with spirit from the ether into physical reality. Enough with the Pisces. That's being said. On the full moon, the moon was in Virgo. Virgo, earth. Virgo is purification. Virgo is detox. Virgo is declutter. It's clearing. It's letting go. It's like going into the details of your life and perfecting the plan. Virgo can be a bit too anal sometimes, so be careful of that tendency of to being too pedantic or too perfectionist or too whatever, right? So what I've done for my lighthouse with changing the screen's position and the camera, I've kind of done the Virgo. A readjustment of the details, where the light should be, where the camera should be, where the microphone should be, where the screen should be, because this is the new vision. This is the new level that might work better for me, okay? So I'm giving you examples through that. On this full moon, don't want to talk too much about the full moon because there's a lot coming this week, but I'm just, because it's so fresh and it was yesterday, I'm bringing that up. The main aspects of this full moon is, as I told you last week, as you can see, the moon, it's funny because my mouse is on a different place than I said it already, I know. Moon 8 degrees Virgo, but look, boom, boom, boom. Just all the lines from all the planets are pointing at this moon on this full moon. So it was all like, hey, moon in Virgo, you need to get this right. You need to purify yourself. You need to declutter. You need to detox. And you need to face all this to make sure that you perfect the plan, because this is about the true dream, right? So Pisces Virgo is the axis of initiation, of detox, of purification. It's like, let's purify all this journey that started last year in March as we come to the new astrological year. Let's purify it. Let's declutter. Let's pay attention to the detail. What do we want? What do we don't want? What belongs? What doesn't belong? What is true? What is false? What is good for me? What is not good for me? Because I need to do the Pisces. I need now to heal. I need to manifest my dreams. I need to be in my true divine purpose, in my true divine plan. I am here for a reason, and I need to make sure that I follow on that path of my ascension to a higher place. So that's the moon in Virgo. The main aspect there was it trined Uranus. Uranus here. I need to get used to the mouse thing. Uranus here on the 7th degree of Taurus was trining the moon in Virgo. Now a trine is very beneficial. It's very harmonious. It means that this could be exciting. This brings exciting changes. It's like, you know, how can I find more excitement in my life? That's Uranus, right? Exciting, quirky, out of the box, radical, change, revolutionary, reinventing yourself, reinventing your environment, reinventing your life, you know, rebelling against the old way of being you and becoming something new. Kind of like, you know, breaking free from old, boring, mundane routines, relationships, friendships, ways of being you that is not according to your high dream Pisces. Let's make some changes. So this is this energy, and the full moon will echo into the next 2 weeks until the new moon. So it gives us the essence that it's this coming 2 weeks, as I said, all the Pisces now bring the Uranus aspect as well, and realize that this will bring sudden, unexpected changes that are exciting, that are rejuvenating, that are quirky, outside of the box, foreign, you know, different cultures, different people, different types. Like in this energy with Uranus, you can be attracted to people you never thought you'd be attracted to. Different kind of people you usually attracted to, and could be like foreign people or from different cultures, and because it's outside of the box, it's outside of your norm. That's Uranus. On top of that, we also had Saturn. Where are you? Here, Saturn on the 8th degree of Pisces. Sorry, 8th degree of Pisces, of Aquarius. Sorry, Saturn 8th degree of Aquarius was also squaring this moon. Now it brings a bit of, you know, the flavor of the unwanted change, the unpleasant change, the change that forces you to grow up, to mature and make serious decisions. So it's like Saturn is kind of saying to the moon, hey moon, let's get real here, let's grow up, let's mature, you know. I don't know if I want that responsibility anymore. I don't know if I want that duty anymore. I don't know if it's according to my dream. It feels more like it's not in alignment. It's kind of toxic a bit. It's, you know, it's not pure. It's not in integrity. It's not right. we need to take a serious decision here. We need to grow up, mature, and make some changes to the structure of our life, because I am here to kind of like tell you that it's very karmic. It's very karmic times, and if you want good karma in your life, you better do good things. Good things will bring good karma to you. So this is the aspect of Saturn. Now, reminding you that this is happening as Saturn only around the full moon, Saturn came off its square to Uranus. This is an important point. It's one of the main aspects of 2021. Saturn square Uranus. Saturn in Aquarius, the future, the new future, revolutionary, futuristic, innovative, people, community, the world, and there's much more we can say about that. Saturn is the old ruler of Aquarius, so it's pretty potent in Aquarius. It could also represent big worldly global cooperation, big governments, big institutions, kind of thing. And it's squaring Uranus in Taurus, which we spoke about a lot. It's the revolutionary, the rebellious, it's the breaking free, it's the radical change, it's the sudden, unexpected. And so it's kind of polarities, because Saturn is authority and Uranus is rebellion. Saturn is responsible, due diligent, and mature, and Uranus is like, I don't give a, I'm doing whatever I want out of nowhere. So very kind of like interesting dynamic there. And Uranus in Taurus means that it's around our values, its relationship, its family, its finance, its economy. It is also about the values and the beauty and the fashion, and that's in general. So, what we see in this year is what I've predicted 3.5 years ago, is the rise of cryptocurrency. Uranus in Taurus. Saturn in Aquarius, the old structure of money and finance and regulation and the institution, the central banks and big corporation, World Central Bank, the IMF, all this crap, the Wall Street, the stock markets, the way finance used to be. And that's squaring Uranus in Taurus, which is the revolutionary, the young generation, the quirky, the outside of the box, high-tech, revolutionary, evolutionary, futuristic, into a whole new paradigm, electricity, technology, and that's what made me lock my target on cryptocurrency 3.5 years ago, and that's why I've guided everyone. Funny enough, lately I've started to hear astrologers saying, yeah, I've told you last year about cryptocurrency. Suddenly everyone's talking as if they said it about cryptocurrency, and I'm telling you, I listened to a lot of astrologers back then. No one was talking about cryptocurrency. But Humble Me did. I'm very proud of that. So, humbly proud of that. So, on the time that Uranus square Saturn, that was the time I spoke about last week, where the Reddit mob of, Wall Street Bet went against the stock market and did all the shorting things about the GameStop and all that. That's classic, right? Now, the important thing to know about this square of Saturn versus Uranus, I told you, is like, there's a cryptocurrency involved, and there is the precious metals, the gold and silver. How it's going to play exactly, I don't know. There might be some stages, Most likely first, governments, Saturn in Aquarius. Governments, big corporation, big institutions are going to offer us an Aquarian solution of Saturn, which is a global digital currency, cryptocurrency, but that is produced by them. Like a digital US dollar, digital Australian dollar, digital yen, digital whatever, that is still governed by them, printed by them, centralized by them, and it will be temporary. How long, I don't know. It will be a bridge, because those of us who embrace cryptocurrency, great, but we are part of a very minute percentage. The majority of the population on the planet doesn't know about cryptocurrency, they don't know how to deal with them. And so as an evolutionary process, the government will make this bridging, not that they want it to be a bridging, but it will be only a bridging. I guarantee you that. They will not last forever, for sure, by this astrology. There will be a bridging time where they're gonna educate the population of how to deal with digital crypto dollar or whatever it will be. And at the same time, you might see like back to gold standard, where precious metals, because there's gonna be a lot of disruption, eruptive disruption, Uranus in Taurus, eruptive disruption in economy and finance. So you're gonna see like all kind of like quirky, out of the box solutions, innovative solutions coming in, but none of them will last for too long because it's a big revolutionary change. And whoever faces Uranus will always win. Uranus will win Taurus. Uranus will win Saturn. There's no chance for Saturn here to win. That's why I can guarantee to you that the end result, if it's in a year or 2 or 3 or 4, it will be Bitcoin. It will be cryptocurrency, no matter what will happen along the way. Even if they will shut down electricity and the internet and freeze the economy and whatever will happen, we can expect all kind of weird things to happen. The end result will be Bitcoin. Mark my word. I said it for 3.5 years, I'm saying to you again. The global standard, the new standard of the future will be Bitcoin because it's Uranus. It is the money of the people, chosen by the people, created by the young generations, based on high-tech technology, innovation. It's revolutionary, and it's a revolutionary, rebellious in a way that it takes the power away from the central focal point of power, being the Saturn, the institution, and distribute it into the populace, into the people, Taurus. Everyone, quality of life is important. Everyone, and it's Aquarius age as well. It's unity consciousness, it's community. It's things that bring in more equality to humanity rather than a status quo of, are you close to the manager of the bank, or do you know a good stock market agent that can give me the next insight about the next stock market? You know, when you discover cryptocurrency and you go into it, you realize how amazing it is because you have access to every piece of information you could ask for if you're gonna search for it. If you needed to get that access in the past into stock markets, you needed to, be a friend of someone that has a connection in order for you to get the insight in the right time so you could put the right bet and get out in time and get in time, and it's all, smoke and mirrors. With crypto, it's all in your face, it's all out there. Just go and research and you will find it. Now, if you need guidance about cryptocurrency, it's what I do as well. Not as a financial advisor, not at all. I am not qualified financial advisor, but I am experienced enough to guide, educate, and empower you to know how to do it properly and what to do, what not to do, and the safest things to do. And so if you need that guidance, feel free to book your session with me through the website, healingthelight.com. Now, how is the stream going? Going well? Okay, awesome. So the reason why I spoke about it is because this Saturn Uranus, okay? So the first square happened a few days ago. It happened on the 18th of February, taking you back there. Uranus 7:14 and a few hours back. It's important because I'm going to show you something. Uranus 7:14. Here is Saturn 7:14. It happened on the 18th of February, Thursday, okay? It's at the morning of Thursday, last Thursday. Not this one, last Thursday was the first square of Saturn Uranus. Put yourself a note. What happened to you last week, last Thursday, last weekend? What happened to you in regards to, the structure of your life, the authorities in your life, the power in your life, the law and order in your life, the, maturing and growing up and realizing, that you need to make some hard decisions, that, you have responsibility to make changes. And it was with Uranus, it asked you to be rebellious, breaking free, to think outside of the box. Uranus is also enlightenment, transcendence, aha moment. So reflect on this dynamic, and a square is a challenge, meaning sudden, unwanted, unexpected change suddenly knocked on your door and forced you to change. Personally, for me, a day before my mom had a heart attack, a day after my grandma passed away, and I got thrown into some really uncomfortable place that forced me to change, and it's still changing me. right? So I'm giving you examples through me of what happened to me. Put a note down, because now I'm going to show you the next 2 times. There will be 3 times of Saturn square Uranus this year, and they are like the theme of this year. So what happened last weekend was like checkpoint 1. Check this out. There will be a continuation of that, okay? So that happened. Next time will happen on the... Where did I put it down here? Here. Oh. Yep. Okay. This is the 15th of June this year, right? 15th of June. Uranus 1306, Saturn 1306. So that's coming up, okay? That's in June. So first square now, second square will happen in June, and the final one will happen, guess when? So that's going to be fun. Guess when? In your heart, guess when? Let's see if you can get. It's a very big date. Very big date. It is on Christmas time, everyone. That's going to be a fun Christmas. That's going to be a quirky, out-of-the-box, sudden, unexpected Christmas. That's going to be a Christmas of Bitcoin in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's going to be a Christmas of people having massive crypto parties around the world. That's going to be a lot. Just looking at that gives me goosebumps. On this day that Saturn 11 degrees 04, Uranus 11 degrees 04, and Saturn, where are you, Saturn? 11 degrees 08. I'll move a few hours back, but you get the drift. 04. There we go. So 24th of December, Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve of this coming end of the year, we will have Saturn on the 11th degree, 04, squaring Uranus on the 11th degree, 05. Okay, I'll move an hour. Okay, there you go. What else is happening there? Venus will be with Pluto. Venus will be with Pluto. Now, this important point I just picked up on now, because pay attention to all the things that are happening with Venus now. The first square of Saturn-Uranus happens as we now entered Pisces, full moon in Pisces. Venus comes into Pisces. She's going to be with the Sun. She's going to be with Neptune. And they're going to square the moon nodes. Very karmic, very fated. And this is the seed. And the outcome of this seed that we're experiencing right now will be at the end of this year, on Christmas. And Venus will be with Pluto in Capricorn, which is the end, death of the old. Exciting times. Exciting times. Thank you, Carol James, for your beautiful blessing as Miss Pavalona. Awesome. I'm always happy to share, because one day I will die, and if I won't share what I know while I'm still alive, then what's the point being alive? Taking it all with me? That's greedy. So the more we share, the more we have. The more we give, the more we have. That's the abundance. Just give. Just keep on giving. Be a giver. Be a giver. Be a lover. Just give and offer and share, and you will see abundance coming into your life from everywhere. Now I'm going to go back to now. And now that we kind of spoke about all this Pisces energy and this Virgo, and now we spoke about the Saturn square Uranus, okay? Now I'm going to go to the next thing. But before I go to the next thing, guess what? I need to go to the toilet. So give me a moment, and you will enjoy a song while I relieve myself. And you get to enjoy this song. There we go.
Water, water, cleanse and purify me. Water, water, show me the way to see. smile lives in the cold, clear waters running free down to the sea. Water cleanse me, water heal me. Come flow through me. Water cleanse me, water heal me.
That's another valid song.
Flow through me.
Water, Pisces.
My smile lives in the cold, clear waters running free down to the sea.
I'm coming back, I'm coming back.
My smile lives in the cold, clear waters running free.
Beautiful songs. Alexa Sunshine Rose. Amazing, beautiful. I really enjoy her music. That's amazing. Check her out, support her if you want to. That's why I share all this music. You know, being a musician, it's like in these days it's very hard to make a living as a musician with all the digital age. And so, you know, my intention with bringing this music is to bring music, healing, Neptune, Pisces that can deliver the essence of the energy, but also to support these beautiful musicians, to expose them and to share them with you all. And so this is how I look at it. Okay, now, the other important thing to pay attention to now is this week, on the full moon, also the other thing is that Mars, the mouse is driving me crazy. Mars is on the 27th degree of Taurus, right? This is the final 3 degrees of Taurus, 27, 28, 29. That's it. So Mars is at the end of Taurus. Mars didn't really enjoy his journey in Taurus because he's coming from this fiery Aries, 6 months in Aries, reminding you, last year, 6 months in Aries, into the new year. Only in January it moved to Taurus. And it comes like, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go, I want to go. It comes to Taurus and it's like, you know, Taurus is kind of like before, you know, you want to go on, you're going to a doof party, you planned with your friends everything, or this is Mars in Aries, making the phone call, hey, you want to come with us, hey, you want to come with us, yeah, we're going to go there, we're going to camp there. You took money from everyone, you went and did the shopping, you got everything together, you load the car, this is Aries, you load the car. Then suddenly Mars comes to Taurus and it's like, oh, wait a second, I forgot my special glasses for the festival and my makeup and I need some time to prepare. So you go, now everyone's sitting in the car and it's like, come on, man, come on. Like, trust me, you would love the fact that I'm holding you back because I'm just making sure that we're going to take the best quality stuff, Taurus. We're going to take the best valuable stuff, Taurus, so we can have a good quality festival, not just a festival. So Taurus is a bit kind of like, just a second, Mars, just a second. Can you please stop being so, you know, itchy and want to go, go, go? We will get there. Relax. Let's just make sure we've got everything right. Then you drive on the way and it's like, oh, can we stop for, oh, I love this place. Let's stop for pancake. That's Mars, okay? Hola, hermana, beautiful sister Jules. Okay, awesome. Tomorrow might be a good time to resign, start a new, oh yeah, there is more coming. Oh yeah. This is a week with a lot of blessings this week. I said it's like Spirit is coming for us in these final 2 weeks and it's like, hey, here is some healing magic, here is some love, here is some abundance, here is some good luck, here is some good fortune, here's your dreams coming true. For some people it will be like, hey, here is some pain. It will bring some healing, but here is some pain because here is an illusion you have to face, you have to confront, you've been lied to, you've been cheated on, you've been all these things, right? Hey, oops, you took too much drugs and now you're like, you're kind of a bit psycho, you're a bit manic, right? This kind of thing. Don't take too much drugs, don't drink too much alcohol. If you can avoid them at all this week, even better, because there is a trick. So Mars at the end of Taurus is like, oh, I can't wait to get out of Taurus so I can get going, because then it's going to Gemini and it's like, yeah, quick thinking, quick decision, quick making, blah, 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 blah. So Mars at the end of Taurus is now saying like, okay, let's get this right. What do I value? What I don't value? What do I want? What do I don't want? What do I want to act upon? What do I don't want to act upon? What brings me pleasure? What brings me sexuality? What brings me intimacy? That's Taurus. What brings me the quality of life that I want? I need to take action about that. All this month I've been pondering it with Mars in Taurus, and now I'm coming to the place of like, I need to take action for the quality of my life. Okay? as Mars did that last week, I remember I told you it was trining Pluto. So if I need to go to this, I will take it a day back. There we go. It was on Thursday, the same Thursday. We said Thursday is going to be a big shift, remember? Thursday, Mars trined Pluto. And this is... Pluto gives Mars this tempestuous, this kind of going deep into the psyche, deep into the unconscious, to kind of fish what's quality, what's not quality, what do I value, what do I don't value, have I been valued? It's like looking into your relationships, looking into your finance, looking into your sexuality, looking into your pleasures, looking into your fashion, looking into your wardrobe, looking into your, your health. And you're looking in a Pluto-Mars penetrating way, deep, intimate, Pluto-Mars is kind of like deep penetration, intimate sex, transcending orgasmic, deep evolution through taking action. So this was beneficial because Pluto came to give Mars that you can do it. Go to that place, investigate, look into it, take action, act upon your passion. So this is very attractive energy as well for single people and for committed people. Energy of attraction, of sex appeal. The sex aura is kind of active and magnifying kind of things to you. You might feel that energy, and this also like gained power, gained insight, gained money, gained so that's beneficial as well, and this is fading out now. So let's go into this week. This was Mars, but on the full moon, Mars, I don't see it on this chart. I didn't really put it on this chart. Let me see if I can fix it for a moment. So, oh yeah, maybe it's here. Yeah, no. No, I'm not gonna mess with it now because I don't wanna mess it all up. Again, it went to Adelaide. You see, I knew it. It's gonna mess something up. So now I need to change location back to Melbourne. Thank you very much. Okay, and this is right now. So Mars on the full moon, over here there is an asteroid called Algol. Okay, now Algol represent the same energy as Algol. This is a cool story. The word alcohol in English derives from the word in Arabic called Algol. Algol, alcohol, sounds similar, right? Lynn is heading to Byron on Saturday for 3 weeks to check it out for maybe a move. A new dream? Spreading your wings and flying towards your dream? Sounds right, Lynn, sounds right, but Natalia will tell you also, just don't even try to get into Byron, just go around, because Byron is just, Byron has become like a hub of celebrities and big money, and it's all very kind of saturated. The real estate market there is very busy. It's very hard to find a place, so it's better to go surrounding the Byron area. That's a bit of a tip. But yeah, try your luck. If you can find a place, Paula, our beautiful sister Paula, is in Byron. You can contact Paula from our community, and she could give you insight. She just moved a few months ago as well. Kimberly from our community is there as well, and Natalia. We've got quite a few people in Byron, so connect with them through the community, through the chat room. Now, the fact that Mars was on top of Algol, the explanation is that when we drink alcohol and we become intoxicated, and alcohol kind of loses us of our inhibition. So usually people who get pissed and drunk, they will misconduct themselves mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually. In other words, if you want to do something naughty that you will not allow yourself to do, usually if you have a few drinks, you will then be able to do that naughty thing. And so If you are a very, good, loyal person, you will never do anything wrong to your partner, but, maybe you're having a bit of a funny time in your life, you go to a party, you have a few drinks, and oops, suddenly you allow yourself to do the thing that you will never allow yourself to do. Suddenly you have a fling, you meet someone, you have a connection, because your inhibition are gone, because you are happy on alcohol. Suddenly you're having a sexual interaction. Oops, you are having an affair. You are cheating. You are betraying. But you were drunk, so, it wasn't quite you. You had a drink, you went to a bar, suddenly you had a fight. Usually you will never fight, but you had a fight. So the explanation is that when we drink alcohol in intoxicated amounts, our higher self is kind of saying, sorry, mate, this is too much for me. I'm pure love, I'm pure light, so I'm checking out. I'm going to let you do whatever you want to do. I'll come back later. The day after with the hangover. I'll come back then to give you some conscious pats on the back. It's like, what did you do? Look at you. Disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. Feel guilty about what you did. You drank, you slept with another person, you've cheated, you've betrayed. Leave alone is like, oh, you don't even know what they did to you. You are out of your this. Then the higher self comes after, and that's why the guilt and the shame kicks in, because your conscious self kicks in and says like, what did I do? What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking straight. I would have never do it unless I was drunk. And so that energy is kind of like when we get intoxicated and the higher self check out, lower vibration entities, demonic kind of entities, are entering our body and facilitating the untruthful acts, impure acts. And that is true. So Algol means demonic beings, lower entities. Alcohol, the same. So Mars on this full moon was together with Algol, with Al Gore. Yeah? Here. Mars and Al Gore. I don't have him on the chart, but it's there. Which means that there's another thing I will say, and then I will say what it means. Okay? Because this full moon, I've heard this cool insight that this full moon was in opposition also to an asteroid called Lucifer. And we all know who that is, right? So, the fact that the full moon was in opposition to that Lucifer asteroid, and the fact that Mars was on Algol, it means that there is a trick in the energy. It means that if you follow the light equation of this energy, and you will remain pure in your intentions, in your heart, in your spirit, you will detox and declutter your life, you stay away from alcohol, from drugs, from escapism, and you sit and you meditate and you connect with spirit and you connect with yourself to realize your dream, your actions, what you really want to do, what is the divine love really guiding you in your heart to do, then this will be very beneficial for you. Very, very good for you. But there will be people that unfortunately will not be able to facilitate that path and will basically unconsciously act on the shadow side of all this equation of energy. Lucifer, the dark forces, the temptations, right? Mars on Algol, the lower entities that kick in and make you do things that you shouldn't really do, but kind of releasing your inhibition. And then you've got all these Pisces, you're kind of the drugs, the alcohol, escapism, you're kind of delusioning yourself that it's okay to sleep with a stranger because it's just sex, it's okay. You just sleep with someone. So what if you sleep with someone? It doesn't mean that you don't love your partner. You're still going to love your partner, you're still going to be with them, but you sleep with someone else because you're seeking a bit of a thrill, a bit of excitement. We all know that's wrong. We all know that's not pure. It's not guided by pure love. It's guided by some kind of a wounded ego, lower love. So, in this coming week or two, there will be temptations to escape, to avoid, and to party. It's like you have this trouble in your life, but you don't want to deal with it, you don't want to face it, so you go and you party. You party with new people, you party in a new place, you have some alcohol, you have some drugs, you have some fun, you have some sex, you have some this, you have some that. And by doing that, you're falling into the illusions of this energy, and you've toxified yourself and your life. You've created a mess that is not Virgo, not in integrity. It's not pure. It's not right. It's and then comes the pain. Then comes the shattered reality. Then comes facing your illusions, your deceptions. A mess. Okay? So be aware. For single people, this is a great week, especially as we come into the end of this coming week, to go out and to meet new people and to have fun. And this week there's a few alignments that will allow you to be a bit more loose. If you're shy or intimidated or things like that, this week will support you being a bit more loose and more free to kind of, initiate and start and maybe, hook up with someone that is different, Uranus. Someone that is different. It's not your usual type, but you're attracted to it because it's different. It's the different culture, different age, or different type of person that you're usually attracted to. And there is this sexy aura around you. There's this attractive aura around you. And there's this Pisces party of Venus and Neptune and the Sun. There's this love and drugs and this and that. I spoke about it all. You know it by now. And, it's better to go pure. That's what I'm trying to say. It's better to go pure. It's better to do the right thing that is true to your heart, true to your spirit, but the temptations will be there. There will be temptations this week. There will be temptations to go fantasy. There will be temptations to go substances. There will be temptations to do things that you usually wouldn't do, just because you're feeling loose and you want to have fun, and it's like, you just want to, that kind of a thing. Which is okay, it's cool, as long as it's done in a checked way, that you're conscious of what you're doing, that you're making the right decision from a place of integrity, Virgo, purity, okay? But there is a shadow side to all this, and there is a tricky side to all this. Now, let's get through this week. The interesting things we want to look at this week, by the way, very soon, the moon will go into Scorpio. So the moon right now is in Virgo, here. The mouse is driving me crazy, because it's in a different location. I said it 3 times already, I know, but it's driving me crazy. It's this Virgo thing. It's like I have to get it right. So this is now, I'm going to move into tomorrow. Here is tomorrow. The moon moves into, Libra first. Okay. Now, what else are we watching here? The other good news is that Mercury is now finally moving, right? So today, right now, here at your 3 o'clock, Mercury is on the 13th degree of Pisces. And now this is a cool story. You've got Mercury and you've got Jupiter. Mercury has come to Jupiter. It has passed him, and then did a retrograde and went back on top of Jupiter, retrograded all the way to the 11th degree. And now Mercury is chasing Jupiter for the final third time. Okay? Let's have a bit of water. Now this is a cool game. The songs. This is driving me crazy. Let's see. Let's stop this. Okay. This is a cool game because here we are. Because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, which is the south node in Sagittarius. Okay? So the south node in Sagittarius is the past, where we have come from to now. And Sagittarius is our old philosophy, the belief, what we've been taught. It's about the doctrines and the esoteric teachings and the philosophy and the wisdom and the sages and the teachers and what mom told us and dad told us and grandpa and grandma and the professor and the advisor and the prime minister and all those kind of sages, right? The people in the know. That's Sagittarius. But it's in the past, meaning that what we've been told is no longer valid. The old philosophy, the old teachings, not everything, of course. Love is love. But it means that we are being challenged in this journey of the nodes to let go of old way of believing, old way of valuing, old way of thinking, old way of following the new teachers, what we've been told, swallow what you've been given. Like, this is no longer there. Juno the goddess of marriage and sacred union, just came off the south node, and right now Juno, the goddess of marriage and relationships, while all this Pisces, Venus, Neptune, Sun is happening, Juno is now starting to square Neptune. 20 degrees Neptune, 90 degrees Juno. So in a few days, when exactly, let's see, 2022, it's gonna happen on Thursday, 4th of March. On Thursday, Juno will square Neptune exactly. Now let's go back to Monday. Now, so this is something to pay attention to, because Jupiter represent the south node, Sagittarius. Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius, where the south node is, and Mercury is the ruler of Gemini, where the north node is. Now you're starting to get it? So we've got the south node in Sag, asking us to let go of all the philosophies, beliefs, all the things I've said. We've got the north node in Gemini, saying the future destiny is Gemini nature at the moment, right now. Meaning that at the moment our future destiny lies within Gemini archetype. Young, rejuvenating, new way of thinking, changing your mind, trying new things, learning new things, looking for your own information on the internet, talking to your own friends. Instead of following what the professor says, you go on the online and you look into your own website and you fish. Instead of buying Dogecoin because Elon Musk told you to buy Dogecoin. That's your south node in Sagittarius, right? Elon Musk told you to buy Dogecoins, and many people go and buy Dogecoin because they say Elon Musk know what he's doing, right? But the north node in Gemini is saying, like, what are you talking about? Why are you buying Dogecoin? You've got Polkadot, you've got Ethereum, you've got Bitcoin, you've got Litecoin, you've got Digibyte, you've got Theta, you've got OMG, you've got Icon, you've got all the DeFi, you've got the 1 inch, and you've got the Uniswap, and you've got the Binance, DeFi network, and there's so much DeFi to learn about, and you're going for Doge? Are you crazy? So that's kind of, for example, through crypto, how it plays out. Don't follow what the YouTubers tell you. Don't follow what the big money tell you. Don't follow what the big banks tell you. You follow your own mind, Gemini. You make your own mind. You make your own research. You do your own reading, and you decide for yourself. You bought it. You like it. You keep it. You don't like it. You change your mind again. You change your plan again. So you have your portfolio, and you've bought Bitcoin, but you also bought a few other coins. You didn't really know much about them, but someone told you to buy it, so you bought it. And it went up a lot. It brought you some profits, great. But now maybe you need to change your plan. Maybe you need to rethink. Maybe you need to think for yourself, do I really want to hold this coin? Or do I rather sell it for more Bitcoin? Right? So all kind of things like that, for example. But why am I talking again about the moon nodes? Because moon nodes are on 15 degrees and 51 minutes. And they are now aligning with Jupiter. Jupiter is on the 1627, right? So Jupiter has passed the square. Jupiter is passing the alignment to the moon nodes. But it's kind of like Jupiter with the south node, you see here, this kind of sextile Jupiter to the south node, this blue line. It means that it's really emphasized. It's like we're really looking into the old way of thinking, into the old philosophy. We're really looking into the oldest teachings. We're trying to understand what's happening here. What's no longer valid. And then comes Mercury. And I said Mercury comes like, hey, Jupiter, it's time to change our mind. It's time to, and it's Aquarius. They meet in Aquarius. So it's like, it's time to reinvent ourselves. It's time to go more into the future and to see a new future, to think outside of the box, to use the technology and to use the internet in good ways that can kind of help us learn new things. It's kind of like, let's do that. And Jupiter is kind of like amplifying that, magnifying that. Now, it was check 1. Let's see when exactly it was. Let's see. Let's go a couple of weeks back. Here. Okay, there we go. Oh no, that was when it was already retrograding. So, here we go. So the first one The first one happened on... Oops, I've passed it. Just a second. First one happened on the 12th of January. On the 12th of January, you had the first, where it is, it's here, Mercury with Jupiter. They met for the first time, 12th of January, and the moon was with Venus. Interesting. The moon was with Venus. The moon was with Venus in Capricorn. Okay? Processing, understanding what's karmic relationship going on, what's going on karmically in relationship, in feelings. This is also a key point to what's going on now. And at the same time that Mercury met Jupiter on the 5th degree, they aligned with Uranus on the 6th degree. So it was kind of like a breakthrough, revelation, realization. Something was triggered into a process of reflection, redefining, understanding, thinking that got to do with our future. With our future blessing. Jupiter is our blessing, our rewards, a good fortune, a good omen, our abundance, all these goodies, right? So Mercury is coming to Jupiter. It's like, hey, Jupiter, how can we create this amazing, awesome, abundant, Ganesh, Lakshmi kind of future? So they square Uranus and it's like, yeah, we have to rebel against the old way. We have to think outside of the box. We have to break free and think revolutionary. So that was the first time, 12th of January, okay? And then we're going to move a few weeks forward. Mercury has passed Jupiter. Mercury has reached all the way to the 26th degree. Here, 26th degree of Aquarius. And then chuck the U into the retrograde. And then Mercury has passed Jupiter. There we go. On the 15th of February. On the 15th of February, Mercury came retrograde. It's like, hey, Jupiter, remember what we spoke about a month ago? We need to redefine things. We need to re-question. We need to rethink that because you really sparked my mind to think in a new way. So 15th of February, this is what we are. This is 2 weeks ago on the new moon. Okay, so this was like a day after the new moon. So new moon in Aquarius. It was on the new moon. The new moon in Aquarius, all this Aquarian energy. What kind of realization, initiation, intentions you kind of got into really processing, thinking, redefining in your head, investigating. Okay? First time, 12th of January. Second time on the new moon 2 weeks ago, on the 15th of February. And now, here we are now. Mercury is now chasing Jupiter. It's like, Jupiter, I'm realizing things here. I'm figuring things out. We need to come to conclusions. We need to come to conclusions. We need to come to realizations. Things that we've been processing are coming to fruition, to rewards, Jupiter, to a harvest. So, for example, if you bought Cardano on the 12th of January, your Cardano has been doing very well, and this week might bring the kind of a top of a wave for Cardano that you might want to take profits. Okay? So Jupiter is like profits coming from Mercury, trade. Mercury rules trade, commerce, stock market, cryptocurrency. It's the trades, right? It's like you walked on a new website in January. In February, you were adjusting the website. And now the website is really coming together and it's going to start bringing you the flow, the abundance, the fruition, the rewards. In January you realized something about your partner. You reflected on it, you investigated it within yourself. Then in February 2 weeks ago you had some realizations, some aha. Something just hit you, you realize something. And as Mercury comes to Jupiter now, you may initiate the conclusion of the process of what needs to be done. Okay? So overall, this is a week of, as this is unfolding, I'm going to take you to exact time where Jupiter is going to be with Mercury. That's going to happen on, there we go. It's going to happen on Friday. On Friday, exact time. Friday, exact time. And there we go. Let's move it a bit. On your 12 o'clock. There we go. Friday at 2. I want to get to the... It's starting from... Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Friday, 2 p.m. 2 p.m. and 6 minutes. But just to make it really, really cool, let's look at it like that. Friday, 2 p.m., 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay? 2. Mercury is going to come in the final time to Jupiter conjunction in Aquarius. And this is now about conclusions, decisions, trade, right? So there will be some coins that might reach their profit taking place as this week unfolds, because I told you many times, when Bitcoin corrects itself and goes down or sideways, other coins shoot up because the money just flows to other places. Money doesn't just wait for Bitcoin to do whatever it wants. The money goes like, okay, Bitcoin is correcting, I'm gonna go and buy that because that's going up. So traders move their locations, things like that. So this week, to all the crypto community, this week I really recommend to look into your portfolio, look into your holdings, look into your plan of when you plan to sell, when did you buy it. You made your 5 times money, you made your 10x, you made your 20x, your 50x. This could be a good week to take profits from some of your holdings back into Bitcoin. Not into dollar, back into Bitcoin, right? Unless Bitcoin is kind of correcting down, and then you might want to sit on a dollar for maybe a day or two. But I said to the group, don't sit on stablecoin on dollar for more than a day or two, more than a few days. It's just very itchy time now, okay? So sitting on Bitcoin is safer than dollar in my perception. And so again, this is Friday. Very possible that this week we're going to have very exciting movement with some project, with some coins that are going to go boom, 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 boom. And it's already happening. It's happening with Cardano. It's happening with Om mantra. It's happening with Trust Swap. It's happening with quite a few. Now, the reward of this Jupiter Mercury could be like you bought it, you made like 10, 20 times profit, and now you sell it back to Bitcoin, and yes, you succeeded. Your plan came true. Your plan came into fruition. That kind of thing, okay? Relationship, what I said. Oh, you realize something, you investigated it, you come to conclusion, and you initiate the change, the decision making, Business, the same. Something bothered you. Can I keep on doing this business? Could I want to do this business? Do I want to do this business in the same way? It happened to me actually. I realized because of all this death and all these things, priorities of life, blah, 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 and my personal journey. And I was like, you know what? It's time to make changes. So, 2 days ago, I sat and I created a new timetable. So from now on, I only do one group a week. Because I need to let my shoulder, arm heal and other reasons as well. And so from now on, there's only one sound healing a week on Thursday at 7 p.m. and on every new moon and full moon. So I'm just showing you through my life how I realized something is not right. I need to make changes. I thought about it, but then came the sudden unwanted change that kind of threw me into a new place that made me reflect, realize, and initiate the changes. So we have a new timetable. For example, same with some coins, I've sold some of my this and I've sold some of my that because I'm happy. I've done well with them. I'm happy. So you need to know also when is good enough for you, when is happy, because like if you be too greedy, you're gonna lose it. Now, this is Friday. This is when Mercury, Jupiter. So that's one thing that is happening, okay? At the same time, if we're already on this day, at the same time that Mercury meets Jupiter Friday, okay, if I go a few hours back, or maybe it's a day before, let's see, it's the day before. There we go. So on your 9 o'clock, Mars is moving to Gemini on Thursday at 2:30 p.m. So again, like last week, the same this week. As we come to Thursday, Friday, like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there's suddenly a shift in the energy. So it's kind of like we've been cooked from the weekend. We've been cooked like the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, something is cooking. Suddenly comes the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and things go like boom, 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 boom. Something like that. So, as Mercury is approaching Jupiter, Mercury is chasing Jupiter, and let's relate it to the moon nodes. It's like, hey, Jupiter, this is important. This is future node, like the north node is the future destiny. This is our future destiny. This is important. This is about our future. We have to make the decisions that will be the most beneficial for us, that will bring us the abundance, that will bring us the love we want, that will bring us the happiness we want, the joy we want. It's Aquarius. It's our future. We need to invent ourselves. This happened after Saturn square Uranus. We have to take a serious, mature decision. It's time to let go of the old way of looking at it. It's time to let go. You can't stay in this situation because of the old taboo. And you are suffering, it's not good for you. You need to initiate the changes and move forward. And for that, Mars then moves into Gemini. So on top of Mercury, the ruler of Gemini, coming into Jupiter, when both of them represent the moon nodes, the south and the north, this is very, very, very important. Very important week to make the right decision, the realization, to initiate the changes, and to sign the agreement, to debate, and it's beneficiary, Jupiter brings this blessing. So, it's going to be beneficial for everyone to kind of sit and talk and negotiate and agree to make changes in life, to make changes into agreement structure, things like that. There's kind of like letting go of the past, moving into a new future, the moon nodes. And at the same time, Mars kicking into Gemini, emphasizing, activating, initiating the Gemini energy of Mercury. So this week, with all the process that is happening, the future is empowered. The future is the star. The future is the one that dictates the change. The future destiny. Whatever happens this time, it's absolutely destined in faith of the divine order. Reminding you, we're talking about Pisces, the Sun, Venus, Neptune in Pisces. If you tune into your sensitivity, into your intuition, into your meditation, into your healing, you will get the clarity, you will get the knowing, you will get the understanding, the realizations that will then propel you to make the discussions, the negotiation, the agreement. Also commerce, travel. Mercury is travel as well. And this is Mercury coming out of shadow as well. So it's still in shadow. So this got to do with the process you've been through since January. So you see how many overlapping dimensions there are here. Mercury retrograde started in January into February, now closing. Okay, until Mercury comes to the 26th degree, it's still unfolding another week. Okay, Mercury, Jupiter, 3 times. January, February, here comes the third time. Then, at the same time that this is happening, Mars kicks into Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury. And Mars finally out of Taurus. In Taurus I was processing, thinking, Taurus can be stubborn, slow, hard to let go, a hoarder. I don't know if I want to go without this. I don't want to go if I want this and I need that. And it's suddenly Mars get your shit together. That's why Mercury comes to Jupiter. It's let's get our shit together and decide what we really want. And we are guided by Spirit, Pisces, Venus, Sun, Neptune. On that day that Mars moves into Gemini 0 degree, the Moon is moving to Scorpio. Deep transformation, deep evolution, death and rebirth, intimate feelings, intimate relationships, sexuality, abuse of power, abuse of sex, abuse of money. Okay? So, if you will abuse your money this week, if you will abuse your sex this week, if you go and do the naughty things, the secret Scorpio naughty thing of doing things in the hidden without nobody knowing, nobody can say it's a secret. Shh, don't tell anyone that you had an affair. Don't tell anyone you cheated because, look, it's not your fault. You had too much Pisces, too much drugs, too much alcohol. You were not quite yourself and shit happens. But you know what? Let's just forget about it. Let's just not talk about it, right? This energy will make sure that things will come up, things will be exposed, things will be revealed, the secrets will be revealed, and we're going to have to confront the shadows. We're going to have to confront, the abuse of power, the abuse of sex. Mars kicks into Gemini. I want to penetrate into this. I want to talk about it. I want to understand it. Where are you going? Where am I going? Where is this business going? Where is this stock market going? Where is this real estate going? Where is this business going? Where is this coin going? Where is Bitcoin going? What's going on? By the way, if you were a bit scared about the Bitcoin dip, or if you think, oh, poor guys, they bought Bitcoin, now it went down, don't, okay? I didn't even hiccup because of this correction. I expected it to happen. I told the group to expect for it to happen. I even told the group what I expected to go down to. So don't fall into the daily things and the weekly things. Remember the big picture. The big picture. It's a long-term plan. Okay, it's not a quick fix money. It's a long-term plan. So big shifts coming up. And as also all this time, by the way, if I go back to now, this is Thursday. Remember, Thursday is a big shift. Mars moves into Gemini. And then a few hours later, on Friday, Mercury will come to Jupiter. So by the end of this week, there will be realizations. There will be discussions, there will be negotiations, there will be agreement. But this is also mean there will be dating, there will be new flings, there will be new romances, there will be new attraction, there will be new people coming into your life. There will be some sex appeal, there will be the need to party and have fun, there will be the desire to connect and to merge with people that you don't usually merge and do things you don't usually do, but you want to have fun and you want to feel the love and you want to connect, and it's like starting something new, so great energy for single people to have some fun, but also it's kind of energy that doesn't necessarily promise it's going to be long term. It's all about kind of like, let's have some fun kind of a thing, right? But because of Uranus, it's kind of like not that stable. All this time, if I go back to now of this week, here at your mouse, here at your 4 o'clock, Saturn 8 degree is coming off it, but all this time, it's kind of off it by now, but all this time it was kind of aligning with Chiron, so it's very karmic healing what's happening to all of us now. The other points of reflection. Mercury, Jupiter, good news, enthusiasm, optimism, social charm, tact and diplomacy. It's good for settling disputes. So, this week is going to expose some things, but there's a supportive energy for things to be settled in a good way. So even if you're having an uncomfortable conversation with your business partner, or your life partner, or or a friend or something like that, the energy is supporting, like, let's just talk so we can all make a benefit out of it. Let's just kind of settle the disputes, okay? Let's use compassion, forgiveness, love of Neptune, bring that softness. But the Mercury Jupiter is also expanding your mind to question and to be curious with positive thinking. Now, the other thing that is happening that is important that next week is the Sun Neptune. Yes. So, let's see when this is happening. We need to finish soon. It's already 10 to 8. So, I'm looking at the moon nodes and I'm looking at Venus. And if we go to now and take it, so Sun, there you go. On Friday, look again, Thursday, Friday, massive, yeah? On Friday, 1521, let's see, we're taking it back, 1522, 1540, oh wow, I moved too much, sorry, here we go. Sorry about that, mate. 1522, the Sun. Okay, we'll move a bit back. It's around there. On Saturday, okay. On Saturday, as Mercury is on top, Mercury by then passes Jupiter, but it's still there. It's with him, but it's passing Jupiter. So it's like it's coming. By then, Mars has kicked into Gemini. Here, Mars kicked into Gemini. Mercury is passing Jupiter. So the rewards, the realization, all that's coming through. And the sun, this is the point. The sun, 15 degrees 22 minutes, is squaring the moon nodes in between Venus and Neptune. The soul I am essence is in between the earthy love manifestation of love and the divine dream spiritually guided love. And it's playing with what's real and what's not real, with the illusions, with the deceptions, with the fantasies, with the dreams. Mercury brought realization, Jupiter positive. Let's just move into a new future. And the sun comes into a destiny calling with the moon nodes. This is my past, this is my future. Bam. You get it? So by this weekend, there is a decision. There are realizations, there are agreements, there are changes in the mental, in the verbal, in the commerce, in the trade, in the portfolio, in your business, in your how you do your business, in agreements, in all these things. There is like, this is my past, this is my future. And it's beneficial, and it's rewarding, and it's awesome. And it's big. It's big. And, it's big. So, meditate. It's a week to meditate. It's a week to connect with spirit. It's a week to heal. It's a week to think from pure heart, compassion, and not from ego. Because for some people will get hurt this week. Some people will get cheated on this week. Some people will get betrayed this week. Because of substances, because of misbehavior, because of misconduct, because of temptation. Some people will lose money because they gamble. Some people will lose money because they fill up lottery and they never win. But if they would have bought Bitcoin in the money they bought lottery, they will win much more. But hey, what can you do about it? So, this is important, the sun, okay? And then it takes us to Sunday, which is the next time we meet. So all this week is around that. Here's your Sunday. Next time we meet on Sunday, there will be some goodies to talk about towards the new moon. There's always more and more and more. One last point. Pluto is entered by then. Let's see when it happens. It happens exactly on top of everything else. Pluto is entering the 26th degree. There we go. Pluto is entering the 26th degree of Capricorn on Sunday. Today. Today morning. Pluto entered the 6th degree, the 26th degree Capricorn. It's the first time since 2008. Pluto entered Capricorn in 2008. So now this is another point for you. Okay? I'm going to take you there. Okay, let's go. Pluto entered the 0 degree Capricorn. There we go. Travel through time. That's why I love astrology. You can just journey through time any way you want. Future and past. Australia Day 2008. Pluto entered Capricorn. And only now, February 2021, that's 13 years later, only now Pluto comes to the 26th degree. In May, Pluto is going to retrograde back and then move forward. So there's only in 2024 is going to leave Capricorn. But another point of reflection, what happened to you since 2008 that is around the structure of your life, the karma of your life, the law and order of your life, the responsibilities, the due diligence, that have started a massive process of evolution and deep transformation of Pluto in 2008. You know where I was on that day? Where Pluto entered, now I just realized that. When Pluto entered Capricorn on the 26th of January 2008, it was Australia Day, and I was on the stage of Federation Square in the final part of Australia Day main ceremony with a band that I've put together of Australians, Israelis, and Sudanese, brought them together to show like a vision of unity, of peace and harmony. And I've composed like a whole piece. My first piece I've composed, the first time I sang on stage since I was in school, the first band I had in Australia, and I was still like an immigrant in a process of immigration. It was only like a few months after I got married. And so that's amazing. Like here I am now. And ever since then, my journey in Australia as a musician, as a producer, and as a creative spirit has started. So where were you in Australia Day 2008? That is now this is back to now. Where are you, Pluto? Here. Oh, here is Pluto, 26 degree. It's coming to this kind of like end, but then it's going to be retrograde. So I just wanted to bring that up for you to know that we are coming to this kind of place of that which started then is starting to come into closure, into a shift, into an evolution which supports all the rest. This is this week for you. So remember, it is a week to visualize, to meditate, to dream, to be with spirit, rest, relax, be in nature. Visualize your life, your fantasies, your dreams. What is your dream of spirit? Yeah, none of your ego. You know, don't think that your true dream is to go and have now, a Tinder date every night 5 times a week. No, that's not your true dream. That's your wounded ego dream, that you want to feel desired and loved by 5 different lovers a week. No. Your true heart dream is to be loved. So the guidance of this week, follow love, follow purity of love, follow the wisdom of the heart, follow compassion, bring compassion, understanding and forgiveness to the table. As things become clear, as realizations come through, as negotiation and agreement are being activated, this will be your achievement. There will be temptations to escape through drugs, alcohol, sex, shopping, sugar, TV, all these things. And there will be temptations because there's such a love and fun and happy and good vibe energy in the collective, to do the naughty things, to do the wrong things, to do the forbidden things, to do because you kind of like be careful. Be careful of your precious soul, because you may hide from someone that you had an affair, but you cannot hide it from yourself. When you cheat, when you betray, when you lie, when you have an affair, you only do it to yourself. You hurt yourself, because then you need to live with that. And you may be okay with that for a few years. You might convince yourself that, no, I'm not feeling anything, no guilt here, guilt-free. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That's the ego. That's not the soul. So don't hurt yourself. Heal yourself. Love yourself. Connect with your own divinity, with your own soul, with your own spirit. Feel your own inner calling, Feel your dreams, man. It's your dreams, woman. It's your life. What do you want? Forget about them and what they say and what's right and what's not right, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what your parents told you, what your religion told you. Forget about all that. This is your life, your dream, your happiness, your abundance, right? So do whatever supports that. And surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. Thank you so much, family. I love you so much. John, hermano, I love you, brother. Jules and Natalia, of course you remember. Love you all, family. Have a good week. Amazing journey, yeah. I release control. My pleasure, though. And surrender to the flow of love that will heal me. Peace to you all. Love you. Kisses, hugs. I'll see you next week. Come for sound healing on Thursday night. Right on that time. Thursday night meditation, sound healing. Couldn't ask for anything better to make realizations. Come for healing session if you need it. Come for crypto coaching session if you need it. It's all on our website, healingthelight.com. Join our community, awesome community. And thank you to our community. I love you. Simone, love you, my beautiful girl. Satnam, awesome. Kimberly. Peace, love, happiness, Pisces. Woo! If you want to have a drink, have a drink. But don't get toxic. Don't get toxic. Peace. Of love that will heal me.
I release control and surrender to the flow.
Yes, Costa, you're right. Please like the movie. Subscribe to our channel. We've got 685. We're nearly in 700. Come on, people, go show me some love. Like the movies. Share it with your friends. Spread it around. I need you. Woohoo! Peace. Bye.